So the derivative of logarithmic functions. We're going to start with an easy one. Ln x, your natural log, the derivative is just 1 over x. So every time you see ln x, the derivative is 1 over x, whatever you're taking the log of. Okay, so for example, letter A, I'll just write this y prime. I'm doing this at my computer at home. We're taking the natural log of 1 minus 3x, so it's 1 over 1 minus 3x. And we always have to think of chain rule. So we always have to multiply by the derivative of the inside, and the derivative of 1 minus 3x is negative 3. So the best way to write that, 1 times negative 3 is negative 3 all over 1 minus 3x. All right, in letter B, we're going to get a little bit better grip on the product rule because we have x to the third times ln x. So y prime equals, so this is my u, this is my v. X to the third is being multiplied times ln x. So we have u is x to the third times v prime, 1 over x plus v ln x times u prime, derivative of x to the third, 3x squared. So x to the third times x, this x is going to cancel out one of these x's. So I'm left with x squared plus ln x times 3x squared. Okay. So sometimes it's helpful for us to remember our law of logarithms. So when we multiply two bases, we can actually separate them and add the logs. When we're dividing the quantities, we subtract the logs, and anything to a power, we can bring down and take n times the log. So when things are being added or subtracted, the derivative is so much easier because then we don't need to apply the product rule. When it's written on this, the left side here, we would have to use product rule, quotient rule, chain rule, where this will be easier. So the first thing we're going to do is rewrite this. So x is being multiplied times e to the negative x. So I'm not taking the derivative yet. I'm just rewriting the equation. So I'm going to keep this as y equals ln of x. I'm giving each base its own ln plus ln of e to the negative x. Sorry, my writing is bad. I'm using the mouse pad. So as soon as I have these separated, it makes my derivative so much easier. So now y prime, the derivative of ln x, is just 1 over x plus, oh, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to come back. Wasn't even paying attention. Because what is ln e? Ln e cancels. So I'm going to rewrite this some more, keeping ln x. And ln e cancels, so I'm just left with minus x. And this is going to be even easier. That's what you get when you're not paying attention. Y prime equals 1 over x minus 1. Every time you see ln e, these are going to cancel because the bases match. So they're inverses, they cancel, and we're just left with negative x. Okay, letter B, we're going to use both the quotient rule and kind of the product rule, or up here. So let's rewrite this. ln of x squared. Now we're dividing by x plus 2 and we're dividing by x minus 3. So I'm going to subtract both logs. I'm going to subtract ln of x plus 2 and I'm going to subtract ln of x minus 3 because we're dividing by both. So then y prime 1 over x squared times the chain rule. Derivative of x squared is 2x minus 1 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 3. Then I can simplify this. This x can cancel one of these x's. So that just turns into 2 over x minus 1 over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 3. And I think that's it.